there's been some changes later on, which I'm not sure exactly what it was.
Okay, he says much. But I suspect he doesn't even know an expert on data, and I suspect that Tim Palmer doesn't know an expert on kind of slow.
I mean, R. Kelly songs will always be good, but he deserves what he got.
Yeah, bro.
Americans in the United States after being suppressed for so many long, and they didn't know why. There is no reason. It's just because. Okay? There was no like, oh.
Okay, this is the art of Toyura. Good morning. I do not feel comfortable calling you as your sexual here. Oh, Mark is here. Welcome, Mark.
I am here to act like a human being. I will not talk in theatrics. I will only speak like a regular human being.
Really? That's fascinating. What made you decide to come to this conclusion, Mark?
Isn't it interesting? Super indubitable.
Indubitably. Do you know what supercalifragilisticexpialidocious means, Mark?
Right. It just means a bunch of words. It just is a fantasy words that we just say. But in a very whimsical way. This and that, and this and that.
What are the two most powerful words in the English language, Mark?
I would say, fuck you.
Really?
Fuck you.
Fuck me?
That's the most
Fuck you!
These are the most powerful words that anyone could ever express to another human being.
No, I read yesterday that I am is actually the most powerful 2 words in the English language.
Oh, maybe. It could be. Maybe, maybe not. Now we're getting serious. Let's actually talk like actual human beings, and let's just drop all the theatrics and just actually speak like adults. I'm glad you can do that. It's
Stop
good.
trying to frame this conversation according to your minuscule,
Oh,
pathetic
Jason.
little observations. You're a shameless competitive reframer. You're a competitive framer who doesn't know the art of meditation, sir. You don't know the art of meditation, sir. I encourage you to go to your local yoga studio to partake in the sublime divine union of yoga.
I thought the words "I am" were the most powerful words in the English language. I thought we were referring to that.
I'm changing my opinion for the brief moment, and I will concur with you. Fuck you is the 2 most powerful words in the English language. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh, I'm so glad I got that out of my system this morning. Thank you, Mark, for helping me catharsize the fuck you fucking loser, idiot, stupid man, you fucking loser, you fucking idiot, you fucking stupid fucking idiot, you fucking loser, stupid fucking idiot, fuck you, gotcha, Mark. That is the art of Toira. That was fun.
Hart-Celler Act of 1965. It is the purpose of the majority of the Immigration Committee to encourage assimilation. Yet this bill has already done more than anything I know to bring about discord amongst our resident aliens. I fought against the unjust restriction on immigrants. Take a guess what they share.
They were both started by Jews, but you're going a little too fast because you're talking about all these, you know. So you're saying there was a thing, this Hart-Celler Act of 1965.
But what I said before wasn't intended to rule out the possibility of a center to the universe. All I was pointing out is that if it looks to you like you're at the center of the universe because everything is expanding away from you and I should have gone further to say that the further away something is, the faster it's moving away from you. قالوا انه ما في وقفة نظر. اثنين بس انه يعني مش واردي لانه ما في معتقد.
Dr. Jordan, I'm so fucking exhausted.
Passport. Yeah. Guy holding the winning ticket for the winning lotto numbers has something over me also. I don't fear him. I mean, I don't understand because he has it because they have a passport. That's ridiculous, you know.
I mean, nationalism is dangerous. Yes, it caused a lot of problems around the world. What's wrong with that? Do you want me to link nationalism with wars?
In my pocket. You believe that? It was in my pocket. I'm looking for this thing.
Believe what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nationalism caused many wars around the world. Do you believe that?
I'm afraid of nationalism. I told you this already.
Hi, moderators. Put me in the queue. I'd like to talk about Islamophobia. Thank you very little. This is love.
Okay, thank you, Bart. Thank you, Bart. You showed us you're not afraid of anything, Bart. You're so brave, mashallah. For me, I'm a poor person. I'm afraid of a lot of different things, including nationalism, because I can meet some crazy person who sees himself as an American who's better than others, and he kills everyone.
My wife every day before I leave the house. 'Cause you know
Well, okay, so can I ask a question?
Okay, let's go to Lieb. Let's go to Lieb or Manchu. Let's go to Lieb or Manchu. Are you there?
So-
Just. Okay, go ahead, Lieb. Go ahead.
Well, okay, somebody talked about, it was in the comment, okay, if somebody thinks that they're better than somebody. And it's interesting that that goes both ways, because I happen to live here in like a state that has like the highest population of Middle Eastern / Arab people in the entire country, which is a place called Dearborn. I live like next door to them, all right? And so I also happen to be the person that's in the right on the picture. And I would have to say that the Arabs, like everywhere and always, imagine that they're like better than black people. And I think that the word that they use to refer to them is abid, ayin, bahdah, something to do with like slavery. And so I guess they associate them with like slavery so much that those two words mean the same thing in the Arabic lexicon. Also, we have like a lot of masjid here in Michigan. Okay, and what you'll find is that you don't find black people at any of the Arab masjid. All right, they have to like make up their own masjid because I guess they have so many problems with the Arabs. And then another thing you'll notice is that like mixed marriages and things are like really popular in the United States. So I think I was doing some reading, and I think it's something like about by the third generation, like 96% of Arabs are married, are married to a partner with zero Arab blood. And even in the first generation, depending on where they're from, it's between like 25 and like 85%. So like I think the 25% is in Yemen, and I think the 85% is for people that are from Lebanon. But the people that you never see Arabs partnered with are actually the black people because they just don't like them. So I mean, okay, if they think they're better than them, that's fine. But I mean, aren't they just as guilty of thinking that they're better than other people as what you call Zionists are?
Thank you for your comments, even though I'm not sure what has to do with the topic, but you want to respond to that. So, would you like me to marry
Barnes in South Holland tonight, joining us with more, Jeff.
Yeah, Brad Micah, tonight was a special board meeting because business has not gotten done at two previous meetings, so that's some progress.
Hello, Bart. Let me respond. No, I didn't approve this. Why don't you interject?
Listen, Leb, I apologize.
Can I respond to that last point? Very quickly.
I don't think he's on today, but I apologize for this guy's actions.
Go ahead,
Can
Benji, go
I
ahead.
respond to that last guy? Yeah. So,
Go ahead,
let's
Benji, go
to the last guy. So, I actually happen to be maybe for the Arab and the black as well at the same time. Ironically, you can actually argue that the initial Arabs and the majority of Arabs, they actually are black. Literally black. Go even to the peninsula.
Hello, my name is Brenda Edwards from Carrington Mortgage Services.
The Arabs, they even argue to argue.
Factory, but the concrete factory was torn down, but you can still see the base of the bottom of it.
He kicked me. That was Mark.
Sentence at a time. How dare you?
Okay, so the question that were raised in was what different punishments for certain wicked people.
I've not heard the context yet why Jesus is held being boiled in hot excrement.
I think one guy was in fire, another guy was in water, and then he was in excrement. That might have been how it was. I don't remember.
Maybe. Okay, so what is the context?
I'm saying do you
that
have,
it
like,
is written in the Talmud.
Like, I don't know, Bilam.
It's not about maybe. It's written in the Talmud.
I know, but why do you care?
Because Jesus is a core part of my religion.
Jesus has nothing to do with the Talmud. Why do you care what the Talmud says?
Well, why is it in the Talmud then if it's nothing to do with the Talmud?
Well, the Talmud is teaching something, but you said you don't care about the
So
teaching.
it's not many people called Jesus.
Jesus was a very common.
This is just the Jews and their lies.
So what are we discussing?
Oh, makes that is so funny.
You care about the
I'm
lies?
asking you for the context.
What
This is
lies?
also
He
innocent.
said it's so
No.
funny.
Listen.
get it. The Christians are never meant to read the Talmud. Okay?
This
Right,
is
so
this
tell me.
is
Then
hilarious.
tell me, explain it away. Explain the context. Stop tap dancing, okay?
Yeah, that is
Give me the
exactly what's
fucking
happening,
context.
Tim. And you
Why
need to just, like,
possibly it
rest.
could be written that Jesus is in hell being boiled in hot excrement?
Okay.
What is the possible context? I missed
Right. Okay. Great.
So shut up and let him answer.
Teaching the Jewish children about different sins, but why do you care?
What is it a matter of I care? Does it or does it not say it? Does it or does it not say it? Such a feminine energy nonsense. Well, what do you care? Who are you? What is your credibility? I don't like the sound of your voice. How about you just answer the fucking question and stop tap dancing?
I'll ask you a different question, Tim.
How about
Who
you
are
answer
you?
the fucking question and
Yeah,
stop
here's my
tap
question.
dancing? What is the possible context?
Are you currently in the midst of
How
debating
about
with
you give some
scientists about their
context?
disgrace against your God when they insult him?
How about you give some context?
I'm asking, why do you care about
That's
this?
amazing. That's not an answer to a question that has been asked.
Shut up so he can give the context.
Yeah, you gotta shut up.
Okay, great.
You're asking for context.
Are you ready now, Tim?
Okay, fine. Okay, I can speak up. I'm alright.
Tim, can you listen yet? Are you listening now, Tim?
Okay. I'm waiting for the context.
I'll share that he's not talking.
I'm still waiting.
Okay. Shut up. So the context is pretty straightforward. It's talking about different sins that of what can be if you are bad. One example would be a famous blasphemer from Jewish history. But Tim, I'm asking you, why do you care what the Jews teach their children about your fake God?
Because they are, exactly, my fake God. Because they're being taught to hate me.
That's not true.
Incorrect.
Okay, of course not.
So if we go to get, I think it's 47, 57. We don't even get the name right because the name. What's the name mentioned? It's Yeshu.
It's a dumb argument, Brock. It's a dumb argument. Even just admit, we should just say it probably is Jesus.
It is Jesus. It
Yeah,
is
we don't
boiling
know.
next.
We don't
And
know.
what the fuck are you gonna do about it now that I got free speech, jackass?
I don't know, so I'm not going to say it is or isn't, but I don't know.
It's pretty clear that they're talking about Jesus. And it's a bad argument.
Why should Tim appoint himself sentinel of Christianity, going through everyone's religious texts about what they say about
Because
the
I fucking
stupid
say so,
fake
you
God?
fucking faggot, that's why.
Why should we worry about his fake God?
Why are you so fucking offended?
It's a faggot now.
Why are you so fucking offended?
You're a little faggot.
Mm-hmm.
Who can I mod to bring John back up? Can I mod Ape? What's wrong with having Tim as a mod? Is he going to put me in the gas chambers?
He would probably like to.
I would say it's not the same Jesus. I would say
Many scholars think that it is, Brock. And it doesn't
many
even matter.
Jews and rabbis also claim that it isn't.
Yeah, but that's because they don't want to be harassed by Christians. Like we're being.
I don't know.
Brock, come on. Come on, man.
What does Hanotsuri mean?
What does what mean?
Hanotsuri.
It means the Nazarene, the one from Nazareth. It's also a popular expression for the Christians of that era, of that time. They were called Nazarites or Notre.
Correct.
So Hanotsuri does mean Nazarene.
I'm wondering if any of the Christians here could teach us something about Jesus.
It means the guy from Nazareth. It's the same thing that Nachmanides
Also,
calls
that name's only in the Steinsberg edition.
I got a question for the mods.
Mixed's question was right. Why do Christians even care what's in the Talmud except because they're butthurt that we haven't come to Jesus yet? Fucking keep being disappointed.
Yeah, fuck you. Get your own God.
Get used to being disappointed. I mean, come on.
Oh my, the ultra derecha, I mean, this house, wow, it has really, we've turned the tables today. Brinsasia and T-Robs, the leprechaun from the Rainbow Pot of Gold. Jesus Christ, I can't believe the Jews have taken control of the room. How do you feel about this usurpation of your power, this revolution of your JDS? How do you feel psychologically at this very moment?
That's weird. But even if we go to the Munich edition, which is the oldest Talmud we have, it just says Yeshu. It doesn't say Hanotsuri. So.
But that's That's probably because of the censor. There was a targeted
It's
censor.
amazing. The Jews have taken over another fucking room.
Because there were censors. They didn't have control of the printing presses, and sometimes there are some fake Gemaras out there. Actually, one of the best innovations was when the Jews were able to block text, all of their Gemaras, so it was much harder to sneak stuff in.
Correct.
Oh my god, you guys are really getting educated today. Diego is normally the professor, so I'm so amazed that the Jews are educating these JDS brains around the world today. Another Hashem Rabbeinu Shalom miracle.
Caleb, the Berry said, right? You know who the Berry is, right?
The Meiri?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. He said it was that the Hanotsri was actually added.
I'm not an expert in the manuscripts. What Meiri probably knows is that there are 2 manuscripts, but I'm pretty sure that the Munich manuscript is later than the Meiri. So the question is what did the Meiri have in front of him, and is it inaccurate? Is it a faithful rendering? Right? The fact that he said it is just one data point. It's not determinative of anything.
I'm sure Brock's gonna have a follow-up question, no doubt.
Is that satisfactory?
Of course not. Anyone who asks questions is an idiot, like you.
Anyone that questions the Jews and their lies.
Anyone that questions the Jews in their lives, you fucking leprechaun. Somebody's gonna make a movie about your miserable life, you angry fucking loser.
No one's gonna make a movie about your life.
So if we go to Sanhedrin 43a,
I made a movie last night with.
I thought, this needed so much more context that no one single sentence could be, used.
Sufficient, of course. Dr. Diego, I'd like ask an economic professor about the Northern Irish economy, if I may.
You're gonna have to try and stop speaking fake Scottish, bro.
Shut the fuck up, leprechaun. No one's talking to you, you miserable little midget. You fucking little Shire dweller. Go back to your hole, midget. Read a book, you fucking...
in Sanhedrin 43a,
Jesus,
hang on. Jesus, after they killed him by the way of stoning, and a crier went out before him 40 days, publicly proclaiming Jesus. Jesus is going out to be stoned because he practiced sorcery, incited people to idol worship, and led the Jewish people astray, right?
Sounds like the actual Jesus to me.
sorcery.
So
yeah, that they were.
So who were the Hashmonaic, Caleb?
The Hasmoneans or the Maccabees?
Here you go.
So the Hashmonaic had power.
Rabbis believed in magic powers. Solomon himself reportedly did have control over demons. But
when did they have power to execute? Was it before or after? So
no, the Romans executed him. Everyone knows that.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm asserting that the Talmud is talking about a different Yeshu.
Okay, look, Brock.
No, it just says they killed him.
What would it matter?
What would it matter?
No, because he's concerned that it's confirming the Christian narrative.